Alright, just got off work here. Just pulled in from Phoenix back in LA. And I'm here in the maintenance area. You can see some of the newer buses being worked on. But what I love is here in Los Angeles, because there's a lot of video production and stuff like that, they actually keep a fleet of classic buses. This right here is actually one of their original classic buses back here. Yeah. And they got them for every major rendition of the buses that they had, all the way up to the, I think it's like the early 2000s where they had the white one. It's pretty cool. A lot of buses. Real maintained perfectly. They well work. It's pretty awesome that they kept all the buses running. That's my favorite. I love the old red, white, and blue. Because during the early to mid '90s, I spent a lot of time on the red, white, and blues. How's it going?
Right. You want to know something?
What's that?
Different buses. That one down there is a MC7. That's an MC9. This one here is the famous Silver Sides.
Oh, nice.
That one there was in the 46 and the 47 was in the Muppet movie.
Huh.
In the Muppet movie. The 37 was, these are all the model years they're built too. So that's 1948 was built 1948. That was 1947, built in 47. 37 was built
What was the first?
this one over here is I believe 1928.
Oh wow. And they all run and stuff.
Yeah. And
That's
inside
cool.
the trailer we have a 1915 Humpmobile. The original
What's a Humpmobile?
the original Greyhound bus. It was a touring car.
Huh.
It was a 2-seat front and 3 seats in the back.
That's
Touring
crazy.
car. And he ran between Hibbing and another town, and that was the original route for Greyhound.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's amazing that they kept all that stuff here.
Well, we use it because we're in LA. We need them for movies.
Yeah.
Like the 47 here was used for the Muppet movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful pieces of machinery. Yeah, so it'd be cool to be able to drive one of these things one of these days. I doubt they'll ever let me touch it. They probably got like specialty drivers that just get to drive these guys. So, yeah, I thought it'd be cool to show you guys that. And then I had another question where somebody had asked me about the training process for becoming a Greyhound bus driver. So, in order to become a Greyhound bus driver, you go through 4 phases. Phase 1 is interview, background check, vehicle history check, learner's permit if you don't have a CDL, and medical history, and then conditional job offer. That process, can take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending on, your background check and all that good stuff. The next thing is phase 2. So phase 2 is the big part. Phase 2 is 2 weeks, and during phase 2, that's where you're going to be actually learn how to drive a bus. If you've never driven a bus before, you can know that it can be pretty fun, but a little hard to do, when you first get into it. But you're going to be doing the skills course, and then they're going to take you on the street, and you're going to pretty much learn how to drive. If you don't have a CDL, this is the time that they're going to take to take you to the DMV and get your CDL and all that good stuff with your passenger endorsement. If you have a CDL already, just be aware that in order to work for Greyhound, you need to have at least a Class B with a passenger endorsement with interstate status and air brakes. So if you have all of that already, sign up. Make sure if you're in a good place, look it up. Let them know you want your bonus. Because if you sign up in LA, it's a $10,000 bonus if you have your CDL before you join. If you get it afterwards, then it's only like a $2,000 bonus. So there's that. Then phase 3, which is what I'm in, is called, you have route break-in and cubbing. So phase 3, basically, the first part of phase 3 is about 2 weeks or so, depending on your location, is called route break-in. So you and all your students you and all the fellow students and the teachers, they actually take you to every spot that you're supposed to hit, and you learn. And basically, you're just supposed to learn and have a general idea of where the stops are and how the route goes. Then you have what's called cubbing. I'm at the end of my cubbing right now. And in cubbing, you actually drive a bus with passengers. You take over somebody's route, and that person who's a senior driver, he drives with you to show you all the stops again. And then they work. You're still being, judged and trained and all that stuff. And you're going to be doing what do you call it? You're going to be teaching you all customer service and how to take tickets and all that good stuff. And you got to drive like you're driving for real, because you are driving for real, because you got paying customers on board. So that's always cool. And then once you're done with cubbing, then you do what's called, you hit the board. So you have your final drive, and the final drive is basically you just do a route by yourself with an instructor. They do the final check off and say, you've done everything right. And then you do what's called hit the board, which basically means you're ready to take jobs by yourself and work. You fill out some paperwork for tax paperwork and stuff like that. So that's basically the process. Depending on where you are, it can vary in length, but here in LA, for our routes, once you get the offer and you start school, it's 2 weeks in just the training area, then it's 2 weeks to do your route break-in, and then it's about 2 weeks to get to do cubbing, and then to do your final. And then while you're doing all of this, they'll take you out and you'll drive all day. You'll do a lot of driving, and you have to get a minimum of 120 hours behind the wheel before you can drive on the extra board or drive as a regular driver. So before I had my first passenger, I already had I think I had 80 hours behind the wheel. So you'll spend a lot of time in the class doing book learning, and then you'll spend hours. Sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9 hours in one day just driving around, learning routes, driving around, doing right turns, left turns, all that good stuff. So they make you drive. If you didn't think you were going to drive, you're going to drive. You're going to drive a lot. And if you've driven before, I've had a lot of people come and they're like, it's not like driving a school bus or a city bus. It's totally different. So be prepared. It's pretty fun though. They're pretty cool. Just watch your turns, watch your attitude. A lot of people come in, they have attitudes, they're just used to working in a different environment. It's still customer service, so you gotta be cool, you gotta be in a good attitude. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. This Monday I hit the board, so maybe I'll do a video of my first deal or something. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. This is where they do the wash. Where they wash all the buses and stuff. Not too many buses right there right now. A good number of them backed up. Alright, talk to you guys later. Taco Phil out.